Hello, everyone. It has once again been a couple of weeks since I've Celested. Oh well. Oh well. That's just how shit happens sometimes. But the plan for today, as we can see, I am on the main menu, if only because I saw the death count and I thought it was a little silly. But it is also a good marker of what I have done. It's been about 40 hours, which is kind of crazy on this file, but I've done approaching everything kind of. I'm going to say we've done a majority of it just in terms of like amount of literal content, but in terms of time investment, we'll have to see. I'm scared of chapter 9 still, obviously, but we've done a lot of it. Under 15K also is a little crazy. But as we can see here, I've done 3 of the seasides. I stopped doing them in order just because today I think I will kind of do them in order. I probably should have looked up the levels beforehand. Oh yeah, also, my brother's here, like in the house. He shares a wall with me, so I will be attempting to be a little a little quieter than usual, just as to not not be super loud, because usually my folks can still hear me, and I'm like, but whatever. Um, yeah. The plan today, hopefully, is to finish 1, 2, and 5. If for some reason I'm able to finish all 3 of them, I'll start core. And you may say, oh, why are you not doing them in order? Yeah, well, I want to do 7 last. Okay, what are you going to do, huh? All right, let's get into this. I have no I know in theory what this level looks like, but practically no fucking clue. Ah, oops. Well, that's okay. We'll be dying a lot. But I'm pretty sure if I recall correctly, most people were saying that this one and the chapter 2 ones weren't too bad, which makes sense. These are the first seasides. 1 and 2 are the easiest levels. And I'm hoping that 5 will be an instance of like 5B, where 5B was a lot more doable than I was thinking it would be. Like, there were still sections that were really annoying and stuff. Literally every room with the stupid critters that I hate. But it was so short in comparison to, like, most of the other ones. Like, I'm used to chapter 2 being short. I'm not used to chapter 5 being short. Either way, I did the hardest one, aka 3, so hopefully none of them should be as bad, except I'm scared of core because that's last screen long as hell. I'm scared of 7 because I love pressing the wrong direction. Anyways, oh, I hope y'all have been doing well. Over the past week, we're getting close to extra holiday season, which means which means I get to stress about gift giving. But one nice thing that my family has adopted in semi-recent years is, and I feel like this kind of started by me asking my people in November, hey, what do you want? And I'm asking you this in November so that you have plenty of heads up to think about it. Because in November you're gonna be like, I don't know. But you're thinking about it so I can get you stuff in time. And it generally works out. Ah, fuck. So while I was gonna say, oh man, I get to stress out about it, it's like, well, no, actually, I got the thing for my dad that he asked me to get for him. So like, okay, we got that. He got a bunch of stuff for my mom, which I think is very sweet, but at the same time, it's that's what I was doing today. Well, I did a few things, but I ended up wrapping like, don't laugh, 6 or 7 things because he's like doing a work thing right now, so he's not here. And also he has trouble bending down and stuff, and we don't really have a good like table to do big wrapping projects on. So he's like, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Even though I do not want to, I'll still do it. So I'm like, you know what? Perhaps wrongfully, with all the stuff that he's gotten for her, I'm like, it'll be fine. Fuck. Yeah. I don't remember if I said it last week, but my task given to me by the therapist that I've started seeing, yippee wahoo, I know. It was really funny because the way that I got to say it was, oh, I get to DIY ADHD meds, because the idea was to see how caffeine would affect my system. And I feel like I've definitely said it before that I feel like caffeine does literally nothing when it's in my system. But I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Cause, oh my god, I feel so bad about thinking this, but I'm like, I could so easily manipulate this scenario. I could so easily say like, yeah, it made things a bit easier. And then that would, you know, be... Oh, fuck. That would be like a case for me having meds. I'm like, no, you shouldn't do that. That's like unethical. So, but anyway, I kind of forgot to do it until yesterday, but I'm like, okay, well, let's just say my task is like cleaning or whatever. Fuck. Okay. And I don't know, oh shit. I don't know if it actually worked, but I did get a fair bit of cleaning done yesterday, which is nice. And then today was supposed to be the experiment of me not doing that. And because the thing is, I feel like yesterday I did a lot of the easy tasks, the easy do around my room tasks. And now I'm stuck with all the cringe, I actually like need more room to do stuff that I do not have. Okay, that was not that bad. Okay, I already don't like that, but let's take a gander. So we need to zoom down, I imagine. We need to zoom down, jump over there. I might have to use my dash, I hope not. We do a little loopy, we grab onto the other side, we use the upward momentum to jump onto here. And then we immediately land dash to this one, land dash upward. We fall down here, we go there, we dash up while it's going back, we land on it, and then I don't know where this thing moves. Then we go over here, and then we drop down, and then we go up, and then we go... Okay. I think this is just a case of, yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay, so I do need the upward momentum from there. Anyway, wait, like, the stuff that I did yesterday was throwing away a lot of the things that are on the floor right next to my desk. Cleaning out my trash bin. I already kind of forget what I did, even though I literally just did it. I recycled boxes today. Oh, I cleaned up my desk and I cleaned up the top of my dresser. I finally unpacked all the shells that I got a couple weeks ago. And it's really sad because I found like this mini horseshoe crab shell and I intentionally put it in like this plastic clamshell thing to try and protect it, but it didn't work. Fuck. It shattered. And then I was so sad because a couple months ago, day after my birthday, we went to a beach near me and I picked up like a big fully grown horseshoe crab shell. And probably while I was cleaning or just moving stuff around, I knocked something into it and I broke it. So now I have 2 broken horseshoe crab shells and part of me feels like really bad about just tossing them. Part of me is like, oh, I want to like return them to the ocean. Who knows when the next time I'll fucking do that is, so I might just end up putting them in compost. So at least they can return to the earth. But it snowed a couple days ago, so I couldn't really do that. I still don't understand how grab stamina works in this game. Like, I feel like there's gotta be an easier way. Anyway, it also sucks because, oh yeah, wait. So it was my mom's birthday last week, and that's why I didn't stream. Well, I didn't stream Thursday because, okay, so the story was that my dad sent me a text like, hey, I want to like make breakfast for your mom. Can you help me prep stuff? And ordinarily I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, but I didn't see the text. So, 40 minutes pass, he's back, and he's like, help me do this. I'm like, what? I sent you a text. Oh, I didn't see the text. So I'm already like, fuck. Okay, well, I have to do it. Like, why am I out of grab stamina there? That doesn't make any sense. But then, like, he didn't share the recipe with me. So I kept having to, like, walk over, look over his shoulder at it. I had to crack open eggs, which is something that I really hate doing. I know, what a baby. I fucking hate cracking eggs. Then I had to mix stuff in this bowl, and the bowl was way too small, so I had to go to a lot of fucking effort to keep things from spilling everywhere, so I was really mad. And by that time, it was like 8:30, and I'm like, I am not strong enough. I'm not strong enough. And then we were gonna watch a movie that just came out on Friday, but my dad wasn't feeling well. So I watched K-pop Demon Hunters with my mom. Because I knew that she liked it. And I was like, you want to watch it? It was funny. Because she says that she, like, listens to it just occasionally. And she left it off during the free number. And I was like, oh my goodness, how dare you? You quit watching during the worst song in the movie. Because that's the worst song in the movie. Argue with the Wall. And then she agreed with me, which I thought was funny. But I actually liked it more the second time. The things that bothered me the first time bothered me a little less, although they still kind of bothered me. I'm like, whatever. The music's still good. I like most of the characters. Well, that's hard. Maybe I should try and grab onto the wall just to make sure I'm able to jump through that gap. Fuck. Well, I may be stupid. Anyway, we never got to watch that movie, but what I was going with this, the whole point of me saying all that, was that the next day, you know, we went out to get food and we went to a local Christmas market. And every single year, this place has a stall with jigsaw puzzles. Yeah, I know. And every single year, I've been tempted to get one, but I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Like, where would I put a jigsaw puzzle? I don't know if I would do them. And this year is the year of me doing jigsaw puzzles, but the year being like the last 2 months. Anyway, I got a 1,000-piece puzzle of a froggy, a frog with a crown, and I started it today. But it sucks because in the place where I would do it, which is like kitchen table, my mom doesn't like when stuff is on there, which I frankly think is a little ridiculous. Because what's the point of having all this big kitchen space if I can't use it? But like I get what she means in that it's like a flat surface, so things will just be put there and will stay there, but I'm like I'm using the space. Am I not allowed to use the space? Wait, what the hell? Do I have to grab onto the... Okay, let me check again. So that moves... Where does it move? I don't know. But I go there, and then I grab onto this side, and then I like dash up or something. Okay. Alright. That's doable. But who's to say how long it'll take me? Anyway, I was really hoping that my task would be like drawing or writing, but I guess cleaning is also something that I technically have to do. It does feel nice to have a little bit more open space, even though I still have all these fuck-ass boxes. Fuck. But that's a problem for me that has more shelf space, is what I was saying. Is what I was telling myself. Also, one of the things that I was doing is because it had just kind of, funnily enough, landed on a flat space, is these dried flower lights. Like the person said, which obviously I could have been lied to, but the person said that they were like real, actual flowers, that they had been treated somehow. Fuck. Do I need to corner bounce? Ugh, that's so annoying if true. Anyway, real flowers treated so that basically only the veins remained intact. And they were treated with dye. So these ones are kind of pinkish and purplish. Wow. Big fucking surprise. Me getting something that's pink. But anyway, they just remained in the packaging. For like a year. I got these basically a year ago. And I finally opened them up because you were supposed to like open them up, spray them with water, or spray them with water and then open them up. But either way, I have them. And I also put some command hooks up around my desk, which also have my little Sephora phone charms. It has all of them. I feel bad though because I wanted characters I associate with each other to be next to each other. So I have like Malkuth and Hod, I have Chisette and Netzach, but that's mostly because I just like them the most. Bina and Hakma, and then Tiff and Gebra. So Yasad's all alone, because this doesn't include Roland. Either way, I have no fucking idea who I would put Roland with. Like, the only one that I really... I guess he has relationships with all of them. I don't know, like, who does he have the most interesting relationship with that, other than Angela? I'd say probably Bina. But then Bina's with Hakma. Maybe... No, it's definitely Bina. Poor Yasad all alone. I was gonna put him, Chesed, and Netzach like all together, but I couldn't get it in a way so that they were all facing outwards so I can actually see them. That kind of sucks. But oh well. They're not real. And you know, on the gift thing, so my friend who's been in grad school for like the past few years, finally coming back, remembering his roots, coming back to the state he was born in. I think. I don't actually know. Okay. Well, I can just stay here. Anyway, he kept sending me things. And I'm like, are you just showing me this because you think it's cool? Because, like, it's December, I'm, like, senses heightened. Like, do you want me to get you something? He's like, teehee, I don't know. I'm like, motherfucker, if you want something, tell me or I'm not gonna guess. I already have things accumulated for you, okay? I just wanted to see. Yippee! Okay, that took like 20 minutes. That's pretty good. My guess is like 150 maybe. Death count guess. Ooh, I was close. Okay, cool. Well, then let's move on to Old Site. Oh yeah. Also, I may want to get eggnog at some point, because eggnog. Oh, hello, Rainer. Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. And meow. Everyone else also drink water. It's good for you. I hope that you've been well. All right. Time for peak. Fuck. I'm trying to immediately dash up. Oh. Oh. Do I have to, like... Yeah. Okay. I think this is the shortest... Oh, fuck. Okay. What do I do? I probably get the coin in the middle. I drop down, get the one there, dash up through the thing. I don't remember how to do dream jumps. I get the one up there. I go get the one... Dude, why is battle in here? Wait. I forgot to do the jump. I forgot to do it again. She can't even do me... Why is Battlein even here? I thought we came to an agreement. Right, I can't do a corner... I can't do a corner jump. I was trying to see if... If by jumping up, I'd be able to... Okay. Well, that actually seems like it would... Okay. Yeah, this one's not terribly long, is it? I don't even think the battle-ins are in this room. Okay, what? I forget how you do the jumps. Okay, you just jump as you're exiting the dream block. Excuse me. Again. Yeah, this is just a series of dream jumps, I'm pretty sure. Huh? I'm definitely pressing jump. God, I'm so confused. Question mark? What am I not doing correctly? I probably could do that. And you know, I think I officially can't say that I'm bad at Celeste anymore. I thought about that a little earlier. Earlier as in like a few minutes ago. How many Celeste players have actually not even the C sides? How many have beaten the B sides? You can actually kind of check that. Wait, no, you can't. You can only check how many have completed the C sides. For some reason, I thought you got an achievement from beating core B, which you need all the hearts to do, which obviously means that you've done all the B sides. But there's definitely an achievement for doing all C sides and like doing chapter 9 and getting the moonberry. And those are like, I think moonberry is the rarest, and that's like a 10%. It's less than that, it's 8%. Either way, when I do that, I'm gonna be better than 90% of Celeste players, or I will have accomplished more. Not that I'm, oh my god. I feel like I'm pressing it at the same time. Why does it sometimes not work? Ah, I went too far. Either way, even though I literally told myself when I started streaming this that I would be doing every single bit of it, it's still like, damn, I'm actually getting there. Oh, fuck. You gotta be kidding me. So, I was playing Genshin earlier, you know, as I'm known to do, unfortunately. And I swear to God, I don't know what the hell was happening. My ping was absolutely fucking exploding the whole time, and it was so fun. Because I was trying to do my Abyss, which is a little more ping reliant than everything else because it's time based. So it's really cool when I'm trying to do this end game content. And none of my hits are being registered by the server because my ping is shit. It keeps exploding, but the timer still ticks down. And, you know, part of me was wondering, like, damn, is my brother, like, downloading something? Because this feels very peculiar. And I was hoping that since it was fine enough for me to finish my abyss, that it would be fine now. It seems like I only had a momentary drop, though. Here's hoping it doesn't happen again, though. And the funniest thing of them all is that my ping was the worst on floor 3, or floor 12, side 3, which is the end, basically. And I couldn't even get 36 stars because the bosses there are giga cringe. I swear to God, every single abyss gets constantly worse because they keep adding bosses with shill mechanics. You're like, you have to have this character or you're gonna have the most miserable time in the universe. And wouldn't you know, most of the characters that they shill are the ones that are currently being rated up. But it's so odd. Because one of the characters that they're obviously shilling is Venti, because he just got buffs and he's currently on rate up. But, because like in the first couple of chambers, his whole ability is that he basically summons a giant black hole that sucks in every enemy and does a ton of damage. Great, cool. So if you have large groups of enemies, then he's really good. Which the first 2 floors kind of had. They had like 60 enemies, which is absurd. So I can only imagine how terrible it must have felt if you don't have Venti. But then like in the same chambers, they'll have like big enemies that can't be sucked into the black hole. Waves with only one enemy, and it's like, okay, so you're making a Venti shill abyss, but then you're also not making a Venti shill abyss. This is very strange. And then the last floor has, it's not the worst new boss, but every single boss they make is the new worst boss in the game. And this one sucks because basically you have to add a ton of fire element to it. Otherwise, it seems like it has a ton of resistances. It might not actually. I'm just basing on how it feels to play. So you need to add a bunch of fire, which by a ton, I mean a ton. You have to go out of your way. So that's already annoying. But then once you do that, it puts up an ice shield, which you need to break with more fire. And then it takes a big chunk of damage and you have like 5 seconds to damage it with no resistances. It's so fucking annoying. Literally the character who is out right now, who just came out, is a fire type character. His fire type application is not strong enough. It's so bizarre. It's so cringe to play. And then the other one is a shill for plunge attack characters, so basically jump attacks, which there aren't many of. And I was lucky enough that I built my team where my healer just so happened to enable that type of thing. By total coincidence. If not, I would have had to fucking redo it. But first of all, her ass ain't even on rate up right now. Second, if you don't have that jump mechanic, it's so fucking awful to play against. It takes forever to break the shield, and then it feels like it recovers, like, immediately. So what was funny about it is that, you know, I was so worried about the timer thing while my ping was busy exploding, but I couldn't end up getting full marks anyways because of 2 cringe bosses in a row that I was just ill-equipped to deal with. Because to get full stars in the other one, I wanted to use my strongest team. My strongest team does not do a lot of plunge damage. Oh man. I feel like I'm gonna have more deaths on this one than on one. Even though I actually like that, the little part after this. It feels satisfying. Also, be grateful I'm actually even Celesting that we didn't have 2 Pokemon streams in a row because I was so unbelievably tempted to shiny hunt. Because I've not been able to do too much of it. And I've beat the DLC at this point. I've done basically every side quest. I say basically everyone because I haven't done the last one. Slay. I love bots. Thank you, Saribot. Yeah, I pressed jump too early. Anyway. I've seen basically everything that there is to see in the DLC, and I really liked it overall. I don't think for most people it's worth $30, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. But there is interesting information that came out regarding the huntability of certain things that you would think would be locked just based on everything being locked in Gen 9 because they hate us. But I've been doing that. I have like 700 resets on it. I'm being intentionally vague for spoiler reasons because this isn't a Pocket Monsters stream. And I really want to get it. I really want to get this thing. And I think it's really interesting because out of the 5 things that feel like they should be locked but aren't, I want to get 4 of them. At this point, I can only get 4 of them because I caught one of them normally because it took me so fucking long to actually find... Okay, no. Well, actually, what happened is that... Let's just say you have to do, like, post-game things. You need to get a certain amount of points, which allows you to do a special scan, which gets you a special type of, like, wormhole that you can go into. And I kept getting battle wormholes. Wormholes that were battle zones, and it was so annoying. Stop giving me battles. I want to play the game. I want to catch things. And like one of the first ones that I got was the thing that I wanted, but I realized, wait a minute, I don't have the ball that I want to catch it in because I would want to catch it in probably a moon ball. I'm also considering beast ball, but that would make the capture so much more painful. So I'm like, I don't know. And also it's huntable in like Ultramoon, so I would be able to get it with a Beast Ball with a capture bonus there. So I don't know. Either way, one of the first ones I found it, but I didn't have the balls that I wanted. So I'm like, okay, well, I either leave and try and find it again, or I stay and I catch it in a lamer ball. I decided to leave thinking, oh, it was one of the first things I found. Surely it will not take me a long time to get it again. Mm-mm. 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 It took so long. I kept getting the stupid fucking battle zones. And then the one, oh, after so long, I had finally gotten a special encounter zone. I was like, oh my god, the 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 odds are overwhelmingly in my favor. It could be 4 of 5 things, and I will hunt it. So it was the one thing that I did not want. I'm like, god fucking damn it. I'll just get it so that I never have to see it again. It's still so odd to me though. Because they clearly know that people like shiny hunting. People like getting shiny Pokemon. So much so that they release an official guide to it, basically. But they still have locks. I just don't get it. Surely they know that people would do this. What's the point of gatekeeping them? Because it still remains to this day that the way that you get 90% of shiny mythicals is by hunting them in old games where locks didn't exist. What's the point of gatekeeping Deoxys to Emerald? Literally, what's the point? Sorry, that one makes me especially mad. No, they all make me especially mad. Victini makes me the maddest, but Deoxys and Jirachi make me almost as mad. Deoxys and Jirachi because I want them, and Victini because I want it more. Literally, how am I supposed to consistently grab onto this thing, by the way? I understand that, like, as soon as I leave the thing, I'm supposed to grab onto it, but how do I do that? Also, why do I have so many messages? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting things about Genshin. I'm like, I cannot agree. I cannot agree with all of these things. Oh my god, I was being rage baited earlier, it feels like. Because people were talking, you know what? There's plenty of fucking things to criticize about Genshin, but I don't want to hear it from people who've never played it, okay? I get to call it Gooner Slop. You don't get to call it that, okay? People trying to act like it doesn't have an interesting combat mechanics simply do not know what they're talking about, and I don't want to hear it from them. Going back to Pokemon, it's like the same thing. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear what you have to say about this. If you're just a person who never has anything good to say, okay? Not to be like only positivity allowed. It's a I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about type deal. I think you're just saying shit to rage bait. And so I'm just gonna ignore you because you seem really annoying. I mean, I only play indie gems. Like, oh my god, wait. Ah! Silk Song DLC, I'm so excited. Ah! I hope it comes out early next year. I want to play it. I know I still have to finish Silk Song on stream. but consider that I have my own completed file. I'm so excited. Boats? That's so sick. It's gonna be so sick. Did Silksong win anything at the Game Awards? I know E33 won. And, like, yeah, I've been saying it would. But did Silksong win anything? I don't trust what they have to say most of the time because I saw a list of, like, the past 9 years of Game Award winners, and I'm like, damn, I hate all of these. I don't like any of these games. So I think people just generally have different tastes for me, which is fine. I'm like, damn. It's crazy the way that I don't like any of these. Anyway, I came to a conclusion earlier. It feels like E33 is a JRPG for people who don't play JRPGs, which is not a bad thing. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Okay, I need to go faster. Got it. I need to respond to this. Ugh. Elemental shields in Genshin are so fucking annoying. Have the exact right element you want or perish. These flower lights that I put up are so pretty. They give off just the right amount of light. It's not too much that it, like, makes my head hurt, but it's a nice, like, ambient little glow. I keep jumping too early with that one. I keep thinking it's the same size as the one that is after this little section, like the long one. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely having more deaths here than in chapter 1. God, that part. Anyway, wait, speaking of JRPGs, is there, like, any good way in the year of our Lord 2025 to, let's say, legally obtain Xenoblade Chronicles 1? I think I'm finally in the mindset where I'd be willing to try it. Because for the longest time, I was pissed off about the quote-unquote plot twist about, like, what, is she 7 or 9? Sorry, are they 7 or 9? The 7th and or 9th character that joins your party. That whole storyline pissed me off because I, A, saw it from a mile away. B, I really hate, least favorite trope forever, when male character and female character are just kind of defaulted to being in a romantic relationship even when they might not have the best chemistry, or they have better chemistry with other people, just because, oh, boy and girl go together. That shit pisses me off, and it pissed me off with them. But I think I'd be willing to play it now. I say that and my ass still hasn't finished Bravely Default. Fuck. I still have to finish Bravely Default. Oh yeah, wait, I picked up Animal Crossing the other day, and then I just didn't do that today. But I made the perfect snowman, which is huge, because I really like the ice set of furniture. And I was gonna do that, but I got distracted cleaning. Oh no, the horrors. I'm starting to not like this room very much. It just feels like it takes so long to get back to the part that's actually giving me trouble. Which historically, we know I don't like. Fuck. That would have been it. Please. I want to at least be able to finish this and 5, and maybe the first couple rooms a core today. By first couple, I mean first 2. Yeah, no shit, there's only 3 rooms. I don't understand why sometimes I get more height on that and then other times I don't. Sigh. I wonder if there would be a way to like, oh wait, do those dream, they probably have spikes on the top. Okay, never mind. Like, I wonder if there's a way for me to stand on top of that little sliver of dream block to get my dash bag. Probably not. There's no way it doesn't have a spike. And as we know, spike allergy. Achoo. Well. I always hold it too early. Stop doing that. At least I'm getting more consistent-ish on this part. It's already been an hour? God damn. Anyway, an ad break is about to start. I thought I pressed it okayly that time. Anyway, my death count, guesstimation, oh my god, 350. If in no small part, because it's been like 40 minutes. I feel like I'm pressing dash as quickly as I can a lot of the time. And sometimes it just doesn't work for whatever reason. Alright, I gotta stop doing that. God damn it. The hardest direction to hold in this game is whichever one you want to go in. See, like there. Why did I hit them there? I don't understand. Do I need to try and dash into the block, like lower on the block so that I get less height? There too. I feel like I'm pressing dash immediately. I need that one block to be moved a pixel to the left. God damn it. Huh? I don't even know what happened there. Now I can't even consistently hit the right direction. Great. Huh? I do not understand this game sometimes. Okay, I lied. It's most of the time. Why am I being so much worse now? I was fighting back saying batter. I know it's because I'm getting to that threshold of you're about to be really good. I wonder if it would be possible to just jump to that last crystal. I know it wouldn't be possible for me. Oh my god. Because, like, I know that there's such a thing as a dream hyper, and I have no idea what that is or how to do it. But if it's hyper, then would it not give you more distance? I don't know. Anyway, great news. My back doesn't really hurt anymore because my back was killing me earlier. It was probably because it wasn't doing great yesterday and I did a bunch of cleaning. And then I did more stuff today and also had to wrap a bunch of presents on the floor. And you know, against my better judgment, said presents, oh my god, I did a jump. Said presents are currently under the tree. And I say against my better judgment because I swear Daisy is getting more bold with eating, funnily enough, paper. So the chances are non-zero. I'd say they're actually pretty high. Because like a couple days ago, she ate a tissue out of a box that was close to the ground. And just earlier today, she ate some toilet paper, of course, from the bathroom when my mom was gone for like 20 minutes. What the heck? There's gotta be something up with her. What the fuck? So part of me thought that I was hitting the thing. Okay. That I was hitting the ceiling because I just needed to press jump and not hold it. But no, it would seem that... It seems like if you do that, you get no distance. Truly an instance of, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and the couple times I have no idea what I did. Can I up that death count to 400? Also, I have no idea why my eye has been twitching fairly regularly since a couple weeks ago, and it's still fucking doing it. It's super annoying. Why is that? I know it can happen if you look at a screen for too long, but it happens when I don't do that. I'm like, well, that's probably not it. Oh my god. Get me out of here. My patience is lower today, I feel. I have to accidentally be holding upright instead of up sideways. What the fuck? I definitely jumped. What? I did what I do every time, which is halfway through the block. I'll press left and then I'll press grab when she leaves. And it feels like it works every time, except that time for some reason. Alright. Imagine if I've also been, oh my fucking god, if I've also been having ping issues this whole time. Not ping, bitrate issues. I mean, it's kind of ping issues. Fuck off. It's because what I think is sideways on my controller is actually, like, up, right? I wonder if I'd benefit from a notched controller. Oh my god. Stop doing that. I was thinking last time when I was doing the B-sides, and that, like, I think so far I like them overall better than the B-sides, because the B-sides just felt really annoying and long a lot of the times. But I think I just hate long rooms. Sure. Reminding me of, because I wanted to see if there's new, oh my fucking god, I wanted to see if there's new Limbus information today. Subjecting myself to the unfunniest people on earth, I know, whatever. And people being like, oh, the season's about to end, what did you think about it? And there was one person who was like, man, I really wish that there were really long fights like in Ruina, And I'm like, no, no, don't fucking do that. That was the worst part of that game. Dear fucking God, don't ever do that. I don't want to have to spend hours on an encounter. It is so much of a slog. It makes me want to cry if I have to reset it. I hate long encounters. They're so bad. You don't want to fight Philip's 7-phase fight again? That fight is so fucking ass that it made me install the no grind mod because I only wanted to do it one time. I did it 2 times. But it's like, I don't know, maybe y'all's teams are built different. It took me like an hour at least to fight Jiao Cho, right? Or Jiao Cho. I don't want to do that. That's not fun to me. It's a slog. I don't like tons of different phase changes. I don't want 10,000 health. Please, have like an interesting, straightforward mechanic and like 3,000 health. I'm begging. I haven't played Ruina, by the way. I've only played Limbus. Alright. See, I was about to say, because Xiao also has that kind of same... She doesn't have 7 phases, but her fight is so long, and the mechanic is so cringe. Fuck! MFEB, like, that's also one of the worst that is the worst boss in Limbus Company. It's either you're able to nuke down the summons, or you're wasting 20 turns. It's so annoying for what reason? But Millie, yeah, but Millie, but you know what? I think Iron Lotus is just okay. I think it's fine. I think it is one of the weakest songs in the soundtrack, but to be fair, that's very steep competition. I can only listen to I'm Fire so many times before I want to set myself on fire, okay? Of course, the worst Millie song in the soundtrack, the Library of Ruina soundtrack, is the one that you fight with the 7-phase Philip. It's that one. I don't know what it's called. That is the point of Xiao's fight, to be fair. Yeah, it is. But it's such a long fight that I'm like, I want to get out of here. Get me out of here. Get me. And then is hurt. Thank you. That's the name of the song. It is truly the get me out of this hellhole song. I suppose it also didn't help that I didn't want to play Yasad cheese strips because they got really boring. It's in my depression playlist. You know what? You do you. I think as a standalone song, it is the only standalone song that I wouldn't listen to on its own, which for me is why it's the weakest one. At least with some of the other ones that I wouldn't listen to on their own, it's because they would make me cry. Fuck. And I'm like, I gotta be in a specific mood, even though it's the best song in the soundtrack. Salt. That that one's not even in the game anymore, but yeah, that one's tied for top 1 with the actual credits song. And they both make me cry, so I can't listen to them often. Chef's Kiss. It is masterful work. But deeply sad. String Theocracy and Gone Angels, yeah. I mean, all the work that they've done for Project Moon is really good. You can't really go wrong with any of them. But of course, I have my opinions, and of course, my opinions are always correct, whatever. String Theocracy is my goat, though. Other than the other two. So wow, the opening and the credits songs. I love a good opening and I love a good credits. Strength Theocracy because it's the ideal opening. Gone Angels is because of what's got me. Yeah. I feel like we've had this conversation before, and you're liking Gone Angels is why I like Strength Theocracy so much, except, or as well as it also just being a good song. I hope we get index IDs next Kanto. That's all I want. It's on the mind now since it'll come out like around Christmas. I assume after Reindeer Rodeo, which first of all, insane pull, because in what universe are you ever using this ID? I hate my life. Context matters a decent bit, but lyrics and feel are more important to me. Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. It depends though, because some things definitely work better in their in-game context than just I am listening to a song. I mean, it's a better charge ID than Rose Spanner. Yeah, but your ass wasn't using Rose Spanner. My ass was using Rose Spanner in Tremor. It's like, oh, she might be better than Cod in Charge, or Knight of Despair, that's who Cod is. Because she, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, okay, but Cod Rodian is going to be stronger, so just use her. Lamau. She doesn't have any interesting mechanics to justify being used. Over a stronger unit, methinks. Fuck. I mean, that's what I'd use Rose Spanner for anyways. I think you just shouldn't use Rose Spanner, but... As someone who used Rose Spanner and Tremor for a hot sec until there were better options, she just does not clash very well. Her damage is really mediocre. I guess having access to effervescent corrosion might be nice, but I don't have that. You know, the one nice thing about Reindeer Rodeo is that I now don't have to get Rhino Merceau on my account to do the stupid R-Corp achievement. Because I hate Rhino Merceau. I hate that unit. I have a vendetta against that unit. Fuck. Never actually had a Tremor team before. The only reason I got one now is because the amount of Tremor IDs that came out in this season. That's totally fair. For me, it was one of those things where I was like a new-ish player, and Time Killing Time came out somewhat shortly after. So it's like, okay, we get Eurodivi Honglu, we have Cavernous Wailing, we have, oh my god, what is it? Everlasting Faust. It's like, oh, okay, Tremor Renaissance. I have these pieces to build a Tremor team, may as well. And now the status doesn't really interest me much, so I have all the units that I want, so I don't have to play it. See, you say that, and yet for the longest time, people were shilling him in Bleed because he has the chance to inflict 10 count. When in reality, that shit is not happening enough to make him to make up for the downsides of using Rhino Merceau. But every single time, use him. No, motherfucker. And now at least I can say, why would I use him when I have Cassetti Merceau? Huh? Why would I do that? I don't even know what Cassetti Merceau does, but I bet he's 10 times better. Also, I don't like the big power armor look. I have a vendetta against those rhinos. No, actually, I have a vendetta against the reindeer, because the reindeer fucked me up in Library of Ruina. I hate that stupid Mind Break card. There's always enough bleed application with other bleed IDs. The bleed count doesn't care. I mean, that's not necessarily true. You'd have to build your team a certain way to actually maximize bleed damage. I just don't think Reiner Rousseau has any place on a bleed team. It's the same with Enfaust. I keep seeing people saying that Enfaust has decent bleed count application. No, she doesn't. Nails halves itself at turn end before it applies bleed, does it not? She inflicts like negative bleed. Her animations are long as fuck. She clashes like shit. She's better served on the bench. Stop recommending me using her. Of course, though, I mostly run bleed in the context of blood fiends, so maybe she's good in non-blood fiend bleed. I don't fucking know. I hate this room, by the way. What other Faust will you use? You won't use a Faust. You'll use Enfaust on the bench, and she won't see the field. She will be miss support passive. Because you're obviously using Ringy Song. If you're playing Blood Fiends, that's 5 other slots already filled. Unless you don't want to run Barber Otis because you're a weakling, in which case you run the KK units. You run Kurakumo, Heathcliff, and Kurakumo Ishmael. I just run Ishmael because Heathcliff hater. Ring Sengober, exactly. That's the, if you're running bleed, you have this unit on your team. Don't even lie to me. Be so for real. If you don't, you're actively kneecapping yourself. Fuck off. I don't understand why I get more height and why I get less height sometimes. Why? This sucks. I've gotten to the end once. But I didn't make it because I was too slow. Fuck. If you don't have Ringsang on a bleed team, you're doing a full Kurakumo BL team. Don't have Ringsang or you're missing out. I feel like if you're running Blade Lineage, you're not even running Bleed. Their Bleed is a meme. You're running a BL/Poise team. I mean, shout out my Yaoi enthusiast. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Shout out Yaoi. I don't even know what I did there to get there. I do not like that little bit with the dash crystals. I do not like it. I will say I'm looking forward to having new content in Limbus because I just have not been playing the game. I have 500 modules and nothing to do with them because I have all the units in the game that I want. And I have all the ego in the game that I want. It would just be a formality. And I have so much EXP I could level up a whole bunch of units. Or the reason I run BL/Kuro team is so that I can proc both Poise and Bleed, Ego Gifts plus the Ego Gift from to claim their bones that requires 3 from each side. That's totally fair. I don't know. For Poise, I feel like Poise is like a sub-status for every single team in my Mirror Dungeon runs. I pick the things that they need. Like, I get my Tremor gifts, I get my Burn gifts, I get my Sinking gifts, and then I get Poise gifts. you can always run poise because there's always a bunch of gifts that supply you with a bunch of poise. So you can just do whatever. And as long as you have Nebulizer and Clear Mirror, you're running poise. Oh. Nebulizer go burr, Nebulizer go burr. It's so easy to build a sub-poise build that you might as well. Horseshoe and Four Leaf, yeah, those two, but sometimes I get really unlucky with my gifts and I'm still building my main gifts on like floor 3 or 4. So I try and prioritize a Clear Mirror and Nebulizer the most. Speaking of, you need to finish your mirror dungeon run for this week. You got a little bit of time. I don't know what time zone you're in. For me, it resets at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah, that's redundant. PM is in the afternoon. I think I done mine this week. I'm like, oh wait, I guess I could technically claim reindeer immediately. So I should do it timely. Blah, annoying. For both EST, twould seem so. I do mirror dungeon more if it didn't take like an hour per run. That shit is so annoying. I wish there was a way to dump more modules. What the hell am I supposed to do with 500, huh? Win rate and forget about it. Yeah, but then I just leave the tab open for hours and hours, and it's like, ah, shit, I'm in mirror dungeon. Ugh, gross. Also, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but they stopped the victory thing popping up. It doesn't automatically disappear now. You need to click on it again, which is annoying. So it won't just, you know, go away and go through the loading screen. If I forget about it, it'll still be on victory and I'll have to click it and then go through the loading screen. Like if I have enough to do, what is it, 100 mirror dungeons and they all take an hour, that's 100 fucking hours in the dungeon, is it not? Oh my god, I locked in. I fucking locked in. Get me out of here. It does disappear automatically? It doesn't for me. Or if it does, it's after like a minute. I think they should just make voice lines shorter. Teehee. Should probably report that. Maybe. Then I'd have to actually time it. No shot my original guess of 350 was accurate. Alright. Next one we have to do is 5. Mirror Temple. I've already done 3, 4, and 6. Anyway. Banger time. What am I looking? Oh no, that's a corner kick. Out of order you are. Yeah, because I've been saying forever that I was going to do 3C first. Because it would be the worst one for me. So I did. And then I was like, like what else? I didn't want to do 1. So I did 6. I wanted to do core actually, but someone told me not to do it. So I'm like, okay, fine. So now I'm going, I'll do this, and if I finish it in a timely manner, we'll start on core. I'm saving 7 for last, and then we'll do chapter 9, but that won't all be today. Assuming I can finish 7 in one sitting. Might be a couple more streams until we're on chapter 9, which is exciting. And then you get to see godly gameplay in which they don't do the glitch that lets you keep your double jump. Godly gameplay on my transgender mountain. Oop. I'm not good with lining up corner bounces, so I don't like this room. But I'm pretty sure this side also doesn't have Seekers or a Theo throwing section, so I can't complain about that. I appreciate that, actually, because that's all the things that I almost locked in. That's all the things that I hate about Mirror Temple, other than getting lost. I hate getting lost. I don't want to get lost. Tell me where to go. I got my compass on at all times. I want to play Silk Song. Man. Don't worry, Silk Song. You have best OST in my heart. They'll never beat you, High Halls. In Oshiro Whisper, do they know? What are you talking about? Hopefully I never have to see Oshiro ever again in my life. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again. Once I finish chapter 9, I am clicking the uninstall button. Assuming I've gotten the 1-up achievement and the Pico 8 achievement. Even though it would be really funny if I got the Moonberry, but I didn't complete Pico. But you could... No, I'm not doing it. Everyone says that. I'm not doing it. I am telling you as a fact. I am stating it. It will not happen. I will enjoy you doing mods from a distance. I'll be like, wow, that's really cool. Why is this World Abyss level not look like the World Abyss dungeon? Why does it look like the Distortion World? These are not the same thing. I know Giratina is in World Abyss, but this is the Distortion World. Things that nobody cares about except for me. No, I don't care. I'm not doing mods. End of sentence. I know 2 mod levels I know World Abyss, and I know that there's one about pinballs. And they're both really hard. Understandable, have a nice day. Yeah, by all means, everyone who loves mods, keep doing that. The mods are really cool. Not for me. I will have gotten what I wanted out of this game if I have all the achievements. Pinball Purgatory and World Abyss are like GMX. They're like high spectrum. Okay, I didn't know if they were on the same one, but I thought that they were in like the last tier of hard levels, so like the really hard ones. I remember seeing a video pop up that was like all Strawberry Jam levels, and I started watching all of them, but then I kind of just skipped to the end because I saw that there was one called World Abyss, and I'm like, is that the World Abyss from Mystery Dungeon? I really like that one. And it was, but it wasn't. Once again, thing that literally nobody cares about except for me. They're on the hard list. Alright. World Abyss, though, I don't think is the hard list. They all look hard to me. You could say anything you wanted, and I'd be like, yeah, I believe you. When else am I gonna fit in the 80-hour RPGs that I want to play? When else am I gonna actually finish playing Kingdom Hearts and also Final Fantasy VII? The only ones on the hard list that are SJ, what does SJ mean? Is Grandmaster Heartside, Pinball Purgatory, and Solar Express. God, the names are so cool. And the tile sets that y'all have come up with are so pretty. Oh, Strawberry Jam. Duh. Okay. Wait, what's a heart sign? Wait, Grandmaster heart sign. Oh wait, never mind. That's a name. Because don't after each of the tiers, there's like a big level, kind of with little bits of every other preceding level. Boing. Oh, heart sign. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought I was thinking. Or that's what I was thinking of. Each individual of the map, the lobby has a room in the heart sign. Okay, yeah. Was just not familiar with the term heart sign. But I saw someone doing that maybe like a couple months ago. And it looked really crazy. Okay, what the hell is that room? That was so stupid. Alright, what the hell do I do here? Yeet! It's kind of the pantheon of Hallownest for Celeste. I still need to go back and do that. But I kind of want to make like a modded skin for me to use. But that, oh my god, I started doing that. That's gonna take me fucking forever. Okay, so I have to corner kick again? Or not? It seems like you can go multiple ways. You can either corner kick to the dash crystal, go here and go down. Oh wait, or you can go up around, dash there, and then go down. The corner kick seems a little easier. Artists realizing how hard it is to make a skin for a game. No, yeah, I realize, but then actually doing it, it's like, okay, there are hundreds of these sprites and I draw really slowly. This will take me months. Did I hear a notification? I don't know. Okay, so I could probably corner kick off of that, get onto here. Oh my god, there's so much fucking corners. Yeah, you didn't realize how many sprites there are until you open the sprite sheet. No, yeah. It also doesn't help that all the sprites are drawn with anti-aliasing, and I don't usually like anti-aliasing. So I'm like, this is also unfamiliar to me. I have to make things look good while they're all fuzzy and gross looking. Sorry. Anyway, so I go here, fall down, boing, catch that one, boing, do boing. Why? Do they hate me? Go in there, land on that, and then... This room is long as hell! Alright, see y'all in an hour. At least the music is good. Not that the Chapter 2 music isn't good. But this is definitely a listening to hours type song. I'll get really good at lining it up if I have to do it a bunch. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, I only have to do it one time, and then I never have to do it again. Consistency is key. Exactly. But sometimes I feel like I do the same things, and then different things happen. So it's like, okay, well, what am I doing wrong? Me. I'm not that great with lining up corner bounces. Goes for the corner bounce route. I trust my ability to hit a corner more than I trust my ability to navigate around some spikes, and less. Okay, maybe that's easier, actually. Fuck off. Okay, I lied. I'm doing this way. Even though holding those different directions is really strange. Boing. Boing. I'll line it up eventually. Boop. I don't think you'll get through. Oh yeah. I'm flattered you think I could get through 7C today. There is absolutely 0% chance I could do that. I did it again. Yeah, 7C took me 4 hours the first time. Yeah, that's what it's gonna take me. I feel it in my bones. And I assume 8C is harder. I know that the room is really long. But also, I have 12 Twitch tabs open. Oh my god, close them. Your freaking bandwidth. Eight C isn't particularly harder, but if it's longer, then there's more room to mess up. But my streams, I need to watch my streams. I mean, you can do what you want, obviously. I feel like if I had that many open, they'd start to lag, and also there's never that many people I care about online at the same time. I've made that kick maybe once. Just kidding. Make that twice. Fuck. Watch a lot of people? Hey, you have fun. I just don't. I also don't interact with people, which I definitely should. I just don't. Decent bit of Celeste, but a lot are just regulars. Cool. A lot of my regulars, I guess, have been Pokemon lately. It's not a phase. But like, since the DLC came out, everyone's playing the DLC, so it's like, wow, we're all doing the same thing. Fun. Sorry, you said something that I also do. And I do immediately close the tab the moment they read out to someone that I don't care about. I do the same thing. If it's someone that I don't know, I'll usually try and stick around just to vibe check. But if it's someone, especially if it's like a bigger someone that it's like, okay, I really don't care about them, I am leaving immediately. You have enough viewership, I'm okay. You have fun though. And I mean, I assume, perhaps wrongfully, maybe this is a thief's fallacy type thing. I assume that a majority of people leave raids as soon as they go out. You're not in a stream to watch this random person that they're shoving you onto. You're there for the person that you were watching. And there's a lot of content creators that you could probably just go watch instead that you do know the vibes of. Yeah, having this thing here is diabolical, by the way. I almost tried to do the corner bounce. I do, however, stick around if it's something like Celeste. Celeste is Celeste. It is a little harrowing thinking about how old Celeste is. I remember, is this even a common joke anymore? Stunting on people who say that Celeste is an indie gem. Like, yeah, it's indie, but everyone fucking knows about it. It's not a hidden gem. Celeste is only what, 26? Oh my god. I thought it was 2018. Either way, it's a lot older than I thought it was. It's a case of it feels like it's been around forever, but also like not. I mix up Hollow Knight and Celeste release dates. That's fair. Did they not release in the same year? Hollow Knight was released in 2016. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw up. I want to say I got it a year within its release date, and I beat it like 4 years later. More than 4 years later. I beat Hollow Knight in like 2022. Maybe 23. Existential crisis of old. I'm not old. Not yet. Having to go from moving the control stick from one diagonal direction to the opposite diagonal direction to lining myself up to corner kick is not great. Blah. Blah. Oh man, one way you can make me feel really old is if I look up when Kingdom Hearts Recoded came out. That's like one of the only games ever I specifically remember seeing commercials about. Other than like Legendary Starfy, which is probably a dead franchise, which makes me sad. Poor Starfy. Speaking of Starfy, is Kirby Air Riders any good? Please, huh? Also, speaking of racing games, did Mario Kart World die off already? I feel like nobody's talking about it, which is kind of funny. But at the same time, you're kidding. I made it, but then I didn't. Racing games have never been for me, so I don't know anything about them. It just feels like they've completely disappeared. Celeste has been giving me... Oh, no. What issues has Celeste been giving you? You know what? That's one thing I will say. I have had minimal performance issues with Celeste. I do have a pretty decent computer. There have only been a couple times where the screen will freeze long enough for it to actually kill me, which has been annoying, but like, nothing any major. Not like I'd expect it to. This doesn't seem like a very intense... If my old shitty laptop could run it fine, I'm sure most people's device could run Hidden Gem Celeste. Sorry, my thing has been bothering me this entire time. Connect to my thing. I'm hoping that if I ever got a real microphone. That it would stop randomly connecting to other sources. My program that I use to put the little me on screen. Here's freaking hoping. Oh my, people, I'm getting Steam notifications of people playing Balatro. Balatro should have won Game of the Year last year. Or was it 2023? I don't remember. Literally nothing came out last year, it feels like. But once again, I said earlier, I took a gander at previous Game Award winners, and I'm like, okay, we just do not share the same taste, because in what universe? What? Alright. Alright, will my death count be more or less than Chapter 2? Hopefully less. Methinks more, as I can't even reliably get this corner kick. Good thing I'm not going for the first one anymore. How you speedrunners do it, I respect it. My ass would not have the patience to learn all that shit. I feel like when I try and visually line it up, I end up being too late. Or I can't go far enough. Wow! I was going quiet because I thought that maybe an audio cue would help me. No, the fuck it wouldn't. I'm already barely listening. I rarely play games with sound anyways, so I wouldn't know what I'm hearing. I'm one of those creatures that plays game on mute. I genuinely don't understand people who play games with full sound all the time. And I say that because I used to do that as like a practicality thing, because when you're a kid and all you had is a DS and you don't have earbuds, you're not turning that shit on in full blast. Hell no. And then I remember explicitly being with a game like, okay, I want to hear all the soundtrack. And what I got was hours and hours and hours of you keep hearing like the encounter theme and the battle theme. It's like, this fucking sucks. I don't want to hear this for hours. Why would I do that when I could just not listen to that? I still don't like that battle theme. By the way, for context, we're talking about the X and Y battle themes. I have a personal grudge against them. You're kidding. I do not like lining these things up. It does not make sense to me. Because you can't jump past the wall, but you can't jump to on the wall. It's like you have to be on the exact pixel that is the corner. Sorry, but I am simply not that good. And then having to do it again, and then again, and then a bunch more times. Beep. Okay, huh? See, like there, I could not tell you what I did different there from any other time that I did it. But I made the kick 2 times in a row. It'll be crazy once I can start hitting it consistently and I'll have no idea what changed. Like, huh? Huh? Ah! No! Ugh. Worst part about looking up Celeste things on YouTube is that I get a bunch of annoying YouTube thumbnails about challenge runs. I'm so sorry to every challenge runner of every game, but y'all make really annoying thumbnails. I'm sure you're all lovely. Huh? See, what the fuck was that? What was that? Okay, so I guess for that one I have to jump sooner. See, because that one time it felt like I dashed past it, but then I touched the corner and I jumped and it counted. Which doesn't make any sense to me. Is my water bottle empty? Fuck. It is. This sucks. Alright, water bottle number 2 deployed. Oh, it's so nice only having my water bottles beside me. And not a bunch of other stuff. One of them being a figure that I need to sell, sad face. Because I accidentally bought 2. Because I didn't remember that I had a pre-order on one of these sites. And then they automatically billed me. I'm like, fuck, I don't want 2 of these. I already have 3 of the non-doll version. True story. Also, an ad break will start in about a minute. Okay, I've not... Stop not making that bubble. Wee. I feel like every time I get there, I'll try and jump to the thing, even though I know I can't make it. The level is made so that you can't do that, I assume. But god damn it if I don't try. What if I did make it? What if it was the run? I've never even gotten past these stupid moving blocks. See, this shit is why I think that 7C is gonna take me forever. Even though I don't really think that there's a ton of corner kicks. I think it's mostly just a lot of really tight directional inputs. I can barely make the timing to hit a stupid block. Wait, stop missing that one thing. Stop! Stop! There are ads. Oh my god. Shout out to CarMax for having the most obnoxious ads currently running. We're not counting the AI Coca-Cola and Progressive ones, because obviously those ones are worse. But the CarMax ones are such a specific breed of annoying. I would love to probe the brain of marketing people. What makes you think making the most obnoxious advertisement material will make me want to buy your product? Make me want to use your service? Fuck! I thought that would have made it. I never want to use CarMax now because I can hear their stupid singing commercials. And it's always like the first one I get, so I can't always mute it immediately. Also, speaking of ads, can I just say, Neopets is... God, what a fucking bad site. What a fuck-ass site that I'm still playing. But oh, do they frustrate me every day. Because they keep finding new and creative ways to get pop-up ads past uBlock origin. That I have to manually go into the filters and add them. And some of them I have to turn off regardless because they make certain games unplayable. I don't know what the fuck they do. But they cut off the top of the page, so like sometimes when you want to play a game for your dailies, you literally can't end the game because whatever the fuck they did to their pages, it cuts the top off where you would finalize it. It's so bad. Why the fuck would they do this? Having all these fuck-ass pop-ups aren't making me want to give you money. It's making me want to not go on the site. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Are marketing people stupid? Surely they know that this isn't how they get more money. But they keep doing it. And they keep adding items that are supposed to increase the rate of like good results happening on specific dailies. It's like, so you just want everyone to pay to use your fucking site. And you may say, well, you're using ad blockers, so you're not giving them any money. I'm like, yeah, because it's literally unusable without an ad block. You're not playing Neopets without an ad block. It is the most miserable, unpayable garbage ever. Fuck. It's just so annoying. And then, like, literally all the good wearables that they make nowadays are paid. It's like, wow, great, more things that I would have to trade for that I can't trade for. Because even though so many people have them, people are like, oh, I want a ton of boxes, I want super valuable items, and it's like, how about you get a grip? I think that's what you need to get. Sorry, that's mean. But it's true. The last premium collectible items that premium users get was really nice, and it's a premium thing, so a lot of people have it, but it's really expensive because a lot of people want it, but a ton of people have it. So if a ton of people have it, I think that it shouldn't be very, very hard to get, and yet. And the trading post thing is just kind of a nail in the coffin. Because what the hell do you mean that I, as a non-premium player, have less trading power than premium users? Because premium users can put down 20 million Neo points on a lot. Non-ones can only put in 10. Why? Great question. No clue. So it feels like for things that are in that price range, most of them are going to go to premium users, because I imagine a lot of people will not want to go through the hassle of setting up junk trades. So they'll be sold to premium users who can actually put in the amount of Neopoints, whatever. What freaking ever. The only good thing that happened on this site is that they've made a bunch of Rarity 100 things, which have prehistorically not stocked ever. So they were extremely rare and expensive. They stock now. They released a bunch of stuff that I need for my fish gallery, so I got it for a lot less than it has been going. So instead of like paying 300 million for some stupid soup, I paid 5. And I could have waited and got it for less, but I really wanted it because I like the item. I think it's cute. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock and I've not gotten past those stupid blocks, and there's still more stupid corner kicks. I don't like them. I think I've come to the conclusion that I don't like corner kicks. If you're good at the game, I'm sure that they're great. Lining them up is easy. For my inexperienced 40 hours, I just cannot line them up consistently for the life of them, and now they're asking me to hit like 10. I get the point is that they're hard. But as I've said before, it's really demoralizing to die a whole bunch in the beginning of the room. And no, man, I'm dying so much here, and there's so much more left to go. This sucks. It's not a satisfying sense of progression to me. I feel like I'm no better at lining them up than when I started the room. Like, at least with the dream jumps, I could say, okay, I'm getting the timing for these decently consistent. I'm not even sure what got me there. Boop. Wait, is Christmas next week? Sorry, I'm only asking because one of my acquired vocal quirks is saying Christmas just a week away. This isn't a new one. This is an old one. But soon it'll be true. Silk Song, just a week away. Silk Song. I want to play Silk Song. Fighting that stupid scarecrow that I hate 10 times over would be a more enjoyable experience if I were a liar. Well, yeah, no, the scarecrow would probably be easier. Oh, that was fun. At the Christmas market, there was a person selling a bunch of art, and I kind of wanted to get some, but I didn't end up doing that. And one of them was the knight in Hornet. I'm like, oh my god, Hornet. And then some kids walked up behind us, and they said, oh my god, they have K-pop Demon Hunters. And I knew that kids loved that movie. But it's just like, wow, kids do love that movie, even though it was just 2 kids. It's so strange to see how things have evolved. Because when I was growing up, K-pop was really cringe to like. Same with anime. It's still so weird to me when I see things like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan be like in mainstream popular places. Like, what the fuck? I remember I remember I remember when I got made fun of for liking this stuff. And also, damn, y'all like mid. You can watch you can watch a ton of shows and they'd be infinitely better. I mean, okay, stop judging. It's like, wow, this shit is like kind of mainstream popular. That's crazy. How we've progressed as a society. Can we progress into liking good media next? No, stop. I feel the demons taking over, the demon slayers. I swear, it's always Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer though. Wait, did the My Hero Academia anime end? I feel like I read someone comment somewhere that it was ending. That's so that's so, oh my god. Because I remember watching it when it first came out. I wasn't into the manga when it first came out. I'm like, oh my god, that's like the end of an era. That's crazy. Now will people stop being really annoying about My Hero fans? Can we shut the fuck up about them? I can't wait until Jujutsu Kaisen ends and then everyone else can move on from that. Stop. Ah! The haterism in my bones is just too strong. Oh my god. I I really dislike this quarter kick. Why can I not line it up consistently yet? How fucking long have I been in this room? And I can't line, like, the first thing up consistently? I'm starting to doubt if I'm even gonna be able to finish this room today. God. I need the tutorial bird from Summit. From Summit B. Please come back. I don't remember how I'm supposed to line myself up, bird. I'm second guessing myself. And the best part is I'm not even failing it in the same way. I'm failing it in different ways every time. Okay, it does feel like most often I overshoot it by like a pixel or two. But come on. What the hell is that? I am no longer a fan of, okay, I can't even lie and say that I'm no longer a fan of the 5B music. Good fucking riddance. It just does not make sense. When's even the last time I made it, huh? I wonder if it'd be worth it to overshoot it on purpose and then try and dash diagonally into it. No. I don't think I've ever intentionally made, like, a diagonal corner kick. I'm sure you can do them if you're good at the game. See, it's this kind of shit where I'm like, if if I have minimal patience for shit that's in the base game, I'm gonna have negative patience for stuff that I have to have intrinsic motivation to complete, aka mods. At least I can know eventually I'm gonna get a little golden heart on my profile. I'm gonna get an achievement for it eventually. I have to be intrinsically motivated to play Celeste? No. No, I don't think I will. I don't have much intrinsic motivation at all. See, how did that not make it? I had a terrible premonition. That terrible premonition is, what if you just have to hold up again? And that's why you're not making it. No, I'm just not doing it at the right timing because I don't know what the fucking timing is. Like, why was that not it? Great question. No idea. I don't even consciously register myself doing different timings on that, by the way. Alright. Me when the precision platformer is precise. I don't know. Something. Crazy how each chapter finds a way to have their mechanics be bad in unique ways. Name me a chapter other than chapter 2 with good mechanics. Or with fun mechanics, sorry. They're all good, but are they fun? No. No, they're not. It'd be really funny if I died here more than I died in 3. I think it's possible. Because I can't fucking get this consistently. Alright, cheating time. I love cheating. Alright, what's my freaking tab on? Is there any way to know if I can do this more consistently? Consistent. I can't spell! Bitches can't spell. Oh my god. It's all soccer. Spike jump. Tips on how to do a quarter boost. Bro, please. I don't understand. It is so... It is so... Okay. What are they? And how do I do them? Alright. Nothing immediately helpful pops up. So I just have to fucking throw myself at the wall again. And hope that somehow I'll do what I need to do and not know how I did it and not be able to replicate it. It's so odd to me how they made a main chapter expect that you play the seasides. Like, damn, no wonder nobody finished that shit. Most people didn't even do the B-sides. And that still brings up the question. Is 5B canon? Is it? Do you have to do Core B to unlock Chapter 9? I don't think you do. So I guess it could not be canon. But realistically, what player is just doing all the A sides, including Chapter 9, and not doing the B and C sides? Man, there's a time where I got it like a couple times in a row. Can that happen again? How the fuck do you line them up? I have to have not got it for at least like 20 minutes. I am willing to call it quits before I beat this. Let it be known. Just because this is becoming immensely frustrating. Yet another instance of, I know I've said it a bunch of times, of I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so I don't know how to fix it. I mean, in theory, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not timing my dash out of the thing correctly so that I can't get the corner kick. But I have no idea how to time it correctly. And obviously, just relying on instinct is not working. Relying on visual cues is not working. So, what is there left to do? I don't know. Even though it would be immensely unsatisfying for all of us if I did not get past this today, but Jesus fucking Christ, is it really goddamn obnoxious to keep dying in the first fucking part of the long-ass room? Next time an ad break one runs, I'm seriously gonna consider putting up the break screen and just activating cheating mode. Which is looking up a fucking... I might do it now. God, how does it feel like I did it those couple times on a fluke, and now I can't fluke my way into doing it again? Good freaking riddance. Alright. I don't think I've ever done that one before. I was gonna say my hands are getting sweaty, but that's a lie. They've been. Why? Why? Alright, I'm gonna take a break for a couple minutes. See you in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'll be honest. Oh, I closed my game. I didn't even really do anything. I just... I tried to look up if there was a better way to line it up. I don't fucking know. But at least I found other people who were like, yeah, this shit sucks ass. Also, they changed this room substantially. I think they made this room easier. Because the spike layout in an older video made it so that you had to do that first corner kick. And now you only have like 5 to do instead of 6. Not like I can ever fucking line it up in the first place. I can't even line it up. It seriously feels fucking frame perfect. Not to say shit feels too precise in a precision platformer, but this shit feels too precise. I'm not sorry. Huh. You're kidding. What did I do? What did I do different? Great question. Couldn't tell you. Anyway, I can luck myself into it eventually, once every half an hour. Stop hiccuping. Now I'm not even getting it close. I'm way overshooting it or way undershooting it. I made it. Ah! Please, I just want to make it past that moving freaking block part. Actually, what I would like to be able to do is to make that first fucking jump consistently. Then I will reset my annoyance timer. Because at least I won't be dying on the first thing. That definitely should have made it. Me things. I'm trying to lock in so hard right now. Although it would be funny if I ended and then I just had I had a 4-minute recording. I remembered to not record my little break. I was gonna say my not talky break, but I do realize that a lot of it is this me not talking. You gotta understand that there's only so many things I can say that aren't, man, fuck this level. This room sucks. The person who designed this room is a sadist and must hate people. But that wouldn't be very nice. Even though it might be true. Fuck. Having to line it up so many times is... why? I feel like I'm gonna like 7C compared to this. At least I don't think there's any pixel perfect lining up shit to do. Well, in room 3. We're talking about the only real room. I did get the thingy twice within like 5 minutes, so maybe that's promising. Never mind. We're gonna start Celeste again next week, and I'm gonna be back here immediately, and we're all not gonna be happy about it. I'm especially not gonna be happy about it. God, and now my eye's really starting to twitch. Why? Stop. Why are you doing this? Okay. I was checking my flower LEDs to see if they got warm. They shouldn't because they're like LEDs, but I felt earlier that they got a little warm, and they've been on for a couple hours now. So I figured if they were to get warm, they would be. I would like to know, especially because one of them, or a couple of them, are next to my DSs and some of my loose games that I just have sitting out, which I really shouldn't have sitting out, but I don't have a place to put them. Yeah, when I was looking stuff up about this level, everyone was talking about the first room. I'm like, sure, it's not great. This one's way fucking worse. And yet there's less people talking about it. This is everything bad about that room, but more. Not only do you have to do the precise quarter kicks, but you also have to deal with the fucking bubbles. And the room is longer. Yeah, if I don't get past this block thing, those moving blocks, by the time the next ad break shows up, I'm just gonna end. This is incredibly frustrating and not fun. I'm just not making progress. I don't feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm throwing myself into the wall until I luck into getting the frame perfect, pixel perfect jump so that I can play the level. There's already a ton of things in this game that I think are not fun. This is kind of taking the cake. This is competing with my hatred for dust bunnies. And that's really surprising. I did not think I would dislike this level so much. Yeah. Flashback to me earlier saying, I don't think there's any Theo throwing or seekers. So they took out the things that I don't like about chapter 5. I'd like to formally rescind that statement. This is the worst one. Is it bad that I want to say, all right, 1,000 deaths on this one? This is definitely going to have more than 3. Because at least with 3 by this point, it felt like I could see farther parts of the room. I'm not making any fucking progress. Because I can't line up this stupid corner. We might be seeing assist mode. What the fuck does it do? I don't understand. I feel like I'm doing something fundamentally wrong. Like I'm pressing jump at the wrong time. Because it feels like there's just been so many times where like this seems like it'd be okayly lined up, and it just isn't. And we're back to having not made it for like forever. Right. I lied. I might end even earlier than I said I would by like 10 minutes. 12 instead of a 4-minute recording, it's a 12-minute recording. I hesitate to call something like this poor design because I don't know anything about design. I'm sure it's a great design, but it feels like really bad design. Because once again, as far as I can tell, there's no feedback on what I'm doing wrong or how to do better. It's just that, haha, you mistimed it. Sorry, I guess. I'll do it again. I'll give it a couple more shots to make the first thing. Like, why did that not make it? I felt like that should have totally made it. that as well. All right, 3 more. 1. All right. This level sucks. Good night, everyone.